estrellitas, mamá. Em tus ojos de agua infinita se banham las estrellitas, mamá. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama vienes del cielo. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama vienes del cielo. Em tus ojos de agua infinita se banham las estrellitas, mamá. Em tus ojos de agua infinita se banham las estrellitas, mamá. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama vienes del cielo. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama vienes del cielo. Limpia, limpia, limpia corazón, agua brillante. Sana, sana, sana corazón, agua bendita. Calma, calma, calma corazón, agua del cielo, mamá.
Hello, everybody. Oh, you're unmuted. You're muted.
Hello, everyone.
So my name is Anjali, and I am 14 years old. and I will be help guiding you through this 9th day of the UNESCO program. And next to me I have...
I'm Ioana, and I'm here to co-host, but actually I'm here to enjoy Anjali's session. I started practicing Sahaja Yoga Meditation when I was a student and married. I was 22, and that happened in 1990s, and I still love it. And right now I'm sharing courses and classes in different formats, spreading the awareness of the importance of meditation in our daily lives. And I stop here. Anjali, I'm all yours.
So first of all, I wanted to know if anybody here is new or hasn't been to the previous sessions that we've had. If you do, please. Oh, we have 1, 2. Ooh, looks like we have some new people. Okay, so because we have quite a few new people, I'd like to begin our program with, can we go to the next slide? Yes, so this is the founder of our type of meditation called Sahaja Yoga Meditation. And this woman is called Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And she founded Sahaja Yoga Meditation in the 1970s and has been nominated for Nobel Peace Prizes and has really helped spread Sahaja Yoga Meditation across the world through speaking in many public events, as well as in the UN. So Sahaja Yoga Meditation is always free of charge because it's based off of a person's voluntary sharing of knowledge, and it comes from a very deep sense of community and responsibility for our world and our internal energy. So if anything, then you're completely free to join these kind of sessions later on in the future, as well as practice Sahaja Yoga Meditation at home when you have any free time or when you are feeling a little bit down. So can we go to the next slide? Yes, so just a small introduction. Meditation is the state of thoughtless awareness. So this terminology may be very new to a lot of people, but basically it's a state where rather than focusing on the past or on future or something that could happen, you focus on the present moment where nothing exists. So it's basically because you're in the present moment, you don't have any thoughts, and this causes you to lose a lot of the stress and anxiety from daily life. So this meditation is focused on the nourishing of an internal energy. So in the Hindi and the Indian language of Sanskrit, it's called the Kundalini, and it's also known as the Chi or coiled energy. And this energy really helps sustain your life and provides a quality of life that can be seen in everybody. So just as a small example of meditation, I want everybody to keep their hands on their lap and keep your hands open like this, facing up, and just close your eyes. So if we could move on to the next slide. So I want everybody to close your eyes and calm yourself down. And just for a very small amount of time, I want you to pay attention and see if you're getting any thoughts. If you're thinking about anything, if you're thinking about what to wear tonight, if you're going to a dinner, or if you're thinking about what happened a week ago on your English exam. Just say, not now. This may be a little bit difficult, but try to push that thought away. Say, not now, and get rid of the thought. After you do so, you may be getting a lot more thoughts. Again, let us say, not now. I don't want any thoughts right now. Just pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to your hands, your feet. Everything but the thoughts. In doing this, we do what we call keeping our attention inside. Keeping our attention inside. Let's just pay attention to our own bodies. Something that you commonly experience at this point are weird sensations, mainly on your hands. You may feel a tingling, a lot of heat, or you may feel a cool breeze blowing across your hands. Let us relax our muscles and just pay attention to our hands. Now, I want you all to take your right hand, spread it out, keep it spread, and just keep the middle of our palm on the top of your head. Don't press down too hard. Just put a little bit of pressure. And we can rotate our palm like this on the top of our head in the clockwise motion 7 times. And despite it being 7 times, let's not pay attention to the number of times that we do this. Just take it slow. Then we can take our hands, and like the individuals in this photo, we'll raise it slightly above our head. In doing this, we can pay attention to both the top of our head and our hand. The thing that we're looking for is a cool breeze or any lightness. We can raise and lift our hand depending on where we feel a cool breeze. And after a few moments, we can keep our right hand back down to the lap. And as we did before, if any thoughts come to our mind, just say, not now. I don't want these thoughts. I don't need these thoughts. We can now open our eyes, but let us try to remain in that state of calmness and hopefully of thoughtlessness. So we're going to be moving on to the course recap. So for those of you who've been in the previous sessions, you've probably been educated on this portion, but there are a few things I want to go over. So there are these techniques that we've learned called energy balancing. And this technique, I'll be talking about it a little bit later on, but is the method that is used in order to help us reach the state of thoughtless awareness. And so doing this will help move your Kundalini energy, which is the raw energy of life that everybody has inside. And it's going to it's going to help nourish this energy and help it move all the way up your body from your spine and go all the way to the top of your head. So on the next slide, just a few things to remember. If we can move on to the next slide. One more. Yes, so these practices are, I would say they're the most important to remember. So when you go home after this program, or you're home, when this program ends, that doesn't mean that your meditation stops. So nothing should prevent you from meditating every day, just like brushing your teeth or combing your hair, that kind of thing. So you could do it anywhere you want. You could do it out in nature or just in a quiet space in your home. And one thing that we always want is meditate for your own benefit, because none of us benefit from you meditating. It's only for your own growth, your spiritual, and for your ascent into this state of thoughtless awareness. Secondly, we have to become self-aware of your vibrations. So when we had our hands out, I hope that some of us felt tingling or some kind of heat or cold. Through this method, we're able to sense exactly which chakra or which spot on our body needs work. So if we feel a heat, then that means that area needs a little bit of attention to help balance it. Additionally, energy balancing techniques are the ones that we've talked about in previous sessions, which include balancing the left and the right, the left and right channels, which I'll be talking about later on. And finally, I'd like you to stay connected. So staying connected seems very vague, but in reality, it's just stay connected with your internal energy. Stay connected with your own beliefs, your own truth, right? We're not asking you to start believing in this whole other religion. It's your own growth and your own spiritual ascent. If we can move on to the next slide, that would be great. So this connection, in order to maintain it, you have to practice witnessing. So witnessing is basically, like we said before, just closing our eyes, keeping our hands out, and focusing on our body and where exactly we feel we need help or where exactly we feel great, right? So we can feel a cool breeze on some of the areas and we can feel a warm breeze on some others. But the main point is to be aware of your own self. Be aware of what's going on with your own body because everything starts with yourself. Additionally, we have to keep our attention on the top of our head. The top of our head is the last and most important chakra of the 7. And this chakra, only through passing it are we able to reach thoughtless awareness. And actually, it's very important to be able to keep our attention on the Sahasrara because otherwise, all of the anxiety and all of the stress that we have, it won't completely go away. You might feel some small short-term benefits, but the only way to truly be able to get rid of those problems is through reaching this thoughtless awareness. So going hand in hand with that is trying to remain balanced and centered. And this is done through the balancing techniques from before, where you keep your right hand down, and where you bring it back up and then lift your left hand. So all of this goes hand in hand with having your self-awareness, being able to focus on your own problems, your own ascent, your own growth. So on the next slide, we're going to have a small video about connection. And it's about really being able to connect with your peers, your family, and everybody in your daily life. Please enjoy.
I think anybody can help.
We can see the video. Can you start, please, Namit? Can you start the video? Click on the play button.
I think anybody can help anybody, no matter age or gender or background or anything like that. Even if that is just listening. For me, people come to me, like just for example, people come to me with relationship problems, and I'm like, I don't know how to deal with that. I got no clue. But even just listening and saying that you hear them is one of the best things you can do for a person's mindset. I think, at least personal experience. If I have a problem, and even if I go to my mom with that problem, and she's like, I don't know how to help you, but I'm listening and I'm here for you. That is amazing. And the world 100% needs just more people like that. I think anybody can help anybody.
Okay, so on the next slide, we're going to have a few pictures. So the first and second picture are the balancing techniques that I've talked about before. And the first one, number one, is keeping your right hand on facing the floor. And by keeping your left hand up, you're able to take in any all the good energy and take out all the bad energy of the left side. So let's just do this real quick. We can keep our right hand down and keep our left hand on the lap. And let's just say, energy, please balance my left side. Please balance my left side so that any lethargy, any laziness gets taken away. We can keep our right hand back on the lap. So, as I just said before, the left side is the main side that focuses on the past. Left side represents past as well as any laziness, sleepiness, lethargy, and those kinds of qualities. And by clearing this side through the method that I just described, we're able to get rid of those and be more active and much more interactive with our environment. So then for the second picture, we can keep our left hand up and facing the back wall of the air. And this would be focusing on the right side as our right hand is open. So we can just ask our energy, please take away any overactivity, as well as any thoughts that we have about future activities. So we can keep this hand back down. And now the right side, just like how the left side represents the past and laziness, the right side represents the future, as well as overactivity and being very jumpy into things. So by balancing these two sides, we're able to reach the state that's in between that. So rather than being too overactive or too lethargic, we're able to become more, should I say, satisfied with our life and be more paced. So, so as we did before with these two kind of hand movements, the left side is more connected to the earth. That's why we keep our hand down facing the ground. It's more connected to the element of the earth, while in order to get rid of any right side negativities, we connect to the air. That's just a little brief. And now the third step actually focuses on one chakra, which is called the heart chakra. Now this heart chakra, we'll just keep our right hand on the left heart, the left side of our chest. And this area is where all of our courage and trust and belief comes from. So while we keep our right hand, the left heart, we can just ask our energy, our personal energy, to help make us more courageous. Give us self-assurance. We can repeat this a few times in order to help strengthen this ask, this request. Now we can keep our right hand back down to the lap. And then we can bring it up and keep, again, the center of our palm on the center of our forehead, like this. And by doing this, we're able to get rid of a lot of mental anxieties, such as overthinking, as well as forgiveness. This area, this chakra, is focused on the quality of forgiveness. So by keeping our attention on it, we can ask our energy to help us forgive. Forgive everybody, everyone and anyone, whether it be our parents, whether it be our friends, our siblings, cousins, and even ourselves. Please help me forgive. Help me forgive so that the guilt does not wear down on me. We can now bring our hand further up, and like before, we can keep our hand on the top of our head. And I want everyone to try their best to keep their attention on this point, on the crown of your head. We can listen to a little bit of music and can see a wonderful picture while we're in this state. So we can try our best to maintain this state. For a few more moments. And whenever we feel ready, we can begin to open our eyes. So we will now be moving on to a feedback section. So if we can move this slide. Yes, one more. So I have a few questions. If we could all turn on our cameras and get a little bit cuddly. So I just wanted to give everybody a chance to reflect on their experiences and maybe learn something from others' experiences. So I just wanted to ask if anybody felt something specific on their hands or if they had anything that they wanted to share. Does anybody? If you want to share something, just raise your hand or unmute. Oh, okay. Yeah, just go ahead.
I've been really stressed lately, and even though school has ended, I'm about to go to high school, so it's really just been weighing down on me. And even though it's like a couple months away, it's just really, really troubling, kind of, I guess. And I've been very depressed most of my life, and I've never felt at peace by the fact of that. And since I was often told that I'm not good enough for one thing or the other, this made me feel like I had a chance to relax, and I did feel a little tension and a lot weighing on me. But when I pushed away those thoughts, I felt relieved, and I actually felt like breezes of air. Like, it was really refreshing. So thank you for that.
It's really nice. Well, I'm very glad that you felt that way. If anybody has anything else that they want to share.
I'd like to say to Leah that it takes a lot of courage to open up like that. So I think that these sessions, this meditation really helped your energy to strengthen the center of that gives you courage, that gives you openness. So already, you're further ahead than when you started. That's my opinion. And thank you for sharing your experience.
Absolutely. You're so welcome. Thank you.
If we have any more volunteers to share any tingling or if you felt relief or something like that.
I've been struggling with anxiety and depression for most of my life. And every time I come back and meditate with you guys. I feel like weight has been lifted. Just like Leah, I feel like everything is okay in that moment. So thank you so much. And I'm proud of all of you guys for sticking it out and coming back every single day. I know that that cannot be easy.
That's thank you so much for sharing.
Sarah, what you mentioned, many of us have felt, there is when we meditate together, there is a feeling of oneness, and it goes beyond, who exactly we are meditating with, but the collective meditation absolutely releases the bad in us and makes us feel that openness. There is relief and there is oneness as well. So, and again, thank you for, when somebody's opening up like that, opens the doors for more. So
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank you.
Even like personally, the school that I go to is very academically competitive. So I have had like lots of points where I'm just like, why am I even doing this? Because I feel so tired and like exhausted from just like the thought of having it. That when I can get rid of all of these thoughts through meditation, it feels like I wasn't even living before, kind of thing. Like that's how much of an impact that it's given me.
And just so you know, I know we are not yet there, but there are so many ways in which meditation can be experienced. That's why there are so many different courses that, our team is preparing. There are so many more ways to experience it. And also, if we would like to know, we'll have actually, we'll get there to collect your feedback. But if you're interested, we absolutely can go deeper with, if you're comfortable enough to and open up to discuss with some of us, or to continue in a little bit of collective and guided sessions. So we are not here to cut you off. We really encourage you to continue this sense of community with us, and we have many other friends. You've met Anjali, but there are others I think you've met, and others are ready to join, different age groups. So just wanted to share you that. Thank you.
Yeah, we have a lot more ways to continue doing meditation. So you could do it at home, or we have a lot of groups that do weekly/daily meditations. And there's so many like wide varieties of groups that I think there won't be any trouble finding one. If
And
anybody
sorry, something else I wanted to add, Anjali, something that we felt that it really works. We've done that with parents, and sometimes people are more comfortable to do meditation or to open up in smaller groups. So if you have friends that share with you but they're very shy, we can really adapt. So it's not just us inviting you to our groups, but if you know somebody else, or you have a friend that is shy and you would like to meditate with that friend and with one of us, that can also, we are flexible, we have many volunteers, and we really want to serve, we really want to help out. So okay, that's the last from me.
Yeah, so we have one more slide. It's a thank you slide, I think. So we have a small poll that we'd like you to complete. It's on Zoom. It'll come to you. So this poll is just a small, I think it's like 3 questions. Just answer them like real quick, whatever you think, whatever comes to your mind first. Yeah, so while you guys are completing the poll, we have one last slide. So this slide, we have a lot of resources for if you want to continue doing meditation in groups, and you can always just do it on your own, but it provides a lot more comfort when you do it in like small batches or big batches because you don't feel like pressured. So we have a WhatsApp group. I can put the link in the chat so that it's easier to click. But for the most part, you can just ask any questions you have, or if you want advice on something. And 1 second. I believe this is the correct link. So this chat, you can just ask whatever you want for the most part. If you have questions about the meditation, if you have questions about like the process of the meditation or where you can find other groups, you can just ask it there. And we also have, there's a YouTube channel for UNESCO for all of these previous days that we've had. And there's also here a very valuable website called wemeditate.com. And it has a lot of resources for meditation and just to do it on your own or again in groups. And furthermore, we have tomorrow, we have a program for mostly teens and young adults. Oh, it's for everybody. Oops.
And we have breakout rooms, I think, right now that can happen if anyone has a personal question. And I just want to say we already go to schools and universities everywhere, and sometimes people have more personal questions like, how can I deal with my fear or anxiety, or how can I deal with a kind of obsession or kind of sadness, different thing, can be very personal. And you can also ask these type of questions. It's not only about meditation, but also if you have some certain things that you would like to open up about, you can do that in the breakout rooms or where Anjali guided you to access those channels.
Yes. And also tomorrow there's another group that's starting. So everybody here can join. It's we're gonna have a few more days of the meditation continuing, and you can join. What time is it? 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. And we will send the links on this first WhatsApp group so that you can join from there. And also, I hope everybody enjoyed. If you'd like to join a breakout room just to get some one-on-one, then just ask either me or our other moderators in the chat if you want, or verbally.
Can we go now with some music?
Yes. So now if anybody wants to continue their meditation and stay in that state, we'll be playing some music. So Mr. Erwan, please take the stage.
Hello, everyone. So I'm trying to, okay, here I am. Nice to see you all again, for those who have seen me before. So I'm here again for the last night. So I'm going to be playing again tonight, guitar and singing. And just for the quick, something that we haven't said before, maybe, I'm not sure, but music is directly connected to our inner state and acts directly on our, well, state of joy. I've previously sung 2 songs on the 6 and 7, I think, or 6 or 8. So if whoever was there at that time wants the same song played, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to do a new one, and it's called Raining on the Rock. So you might know it because it's written by an Australian person who did not practice meditation, but he was talking about the land of Australia and was describing the land of Australia and all its beauty. And basically we have rewritten it a bit to suit our needs for the meditation. So instead of a few words that were originally in the song, some of them have been changed for the meditation purpose. So you might recognize the song. And I don't remember the name of the artist, but you can look it up. Raining on the Rock. So it's talking about Uluru, which is the very big rock at the center of Australia. And it's a rock that has a shape, very specific shape. So if one day you have the occasion of going there, I highly recommend it. So I hope everybody can hear me properly. If not, so please tell me. Pastoral to Burgundy, it's been fixed to gold. We've just come out of Mulga, where things forever roll. And Mother Nature's bunny has painted all the scenes, and a shower has changed the aspect of our land. And it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country, and I'm proud to travel this big land as a meditationer. And it's raining on the rock. What a mighty sight to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world can enjoy with me. Everlasting daisies and a beautiful desert rose. Where does the beauty come from? Heaven knows. And I could ask a wedge-tail, but he's way too high. And I wonder if he understands. It's wonderful to fly. And it's raining on the rock in this beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land as a practitioner. And it's raining on the rock. What a mighty sight to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will come and join with me. cannot be described with a picture. The mesmerizing colors of yogas, the grandeur of the rock. Oh, the room has powers, and it's raining on the rock in a beautiful country. And I'm proud to travel this big land as a meditationer. And it's raining on the road. What a mighty sight to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will come and go with me. And it's raining on the road. What a mighty sight to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will come and go with me. And it's raining on the road. What a mighty sight to see. And I'm wishing that the whole world will come and join with me. And I'm wishing that the whole world will come and join with me.
That was
Woohoo,
amazing.
bravo.
Wow. Thanks. Very happy that everybody enjoyed. Yeah, so I'm just gonna write it in the chat here, the name of a song. Well, I started playing when I was 12 or 13. My uncle used to play. He's not practicing meditation, but he used to play. I started with the classical approach. I'm just answering the chat. But yeah, I started playing, and it's been I'm 36 now, so it's been a long time. But yeah, it's fun. Over the years, it gets better.
Thank you so
really,
much. Sorry.
You're welcome. And it really helps with meditation. Always have a lot of fun. It really takes your mind away.
Thank you. So now is 8 o'clock. So we will be ending the session, but there are many more sessions. There's one tomorrow, starting tomorrow, about procrastination, and goes through a lot of troubles that some people may have. And I hope you guys can join that later on tomorrow at 8:45. 8:45. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you. Bye, everyone. So nice to see you, Erwan, and to hear you. Oh, that was such a treat.
Nice. Yeah.
Bye.
I wasn't too sure what I was going to sing tonight, actually. It's
I
just,
didn't even know that you were going to sing anything. So for me, it was everything.
Yeah.
Anjali,
this
can you
one is nice
confirm
as
the
well.
Zoom link, please, for tomorrow's session, which you have announced? I think there are questions about the Zoom link.
Yeah,
Anjali?
all of the information will be on the the WhatsApp group for today.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and check that out there.
Can we close the program, please? And it is not mandatory for certificate tomorrow.
Are there any breakout rooms or?
Thank you again, my dear Erwin. It was really such a joyful presence here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you again.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, thanks everyone. I'm closing the meeting now.
Thank you.
Bye.